Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tim Mikilashvili. I'm the host of the 2025 Medical Innovation Olympics, also CEO of Amadev Pharma. Today, we'll be talking about why you should become medical innovation Olympians if you're working in healthcare. Today, I'm joined by my guest, Janelle Hardesty, a medical affairs leader in field medical as well as health economics. Known her for many years. She's been our expert judge and leader who's helped grow this event and has a lot of insights. Janelle, welcome. Welcome to our weekly session where we're promoting this event.
Thank you, Tim. It's nice to be here.
Could you introduce yourself as well?
Yes, please. I'm Janelle Hardesty. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for over 17 years, and I've been a part of this event for 2 years now. I was the part of the first annual event as an medical expert judge, and now I'm back again as an expert judge, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of the event. It's an exciting event, and it's a lot of fun, and the competition can be very intense and just really exciting to watch the networking, the competition, the opportunity to grow these products and concepts, and it's just a thrill to be a part of it. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Janelle. It's a pleasure. So you mentioned that this is an intense competition, and I would have to agree. It's one of the most probably intense and exciting competitions there is. Over 16 days. It's spread out at your leisure, on demand. We do have a very full opening ceremony where there's a lot of learning and networking going on. But we can talk a little bit about what makes it intense and what allows a lot of the innovation to flourish when you're challenged, right? I think that's one of the most important drivers that can help make those leaps in innovation.
Yes, right? And intense in a good way, not a bad way, because there's a lot of learning that goes on.
Yeah. And so, it's just so happens when you're put in a position to present in front of a lot of leaders like you, other investors, and experts in healthcare, public health experts as well, right? You want to demonstrate meaning, and you want to kind of provide the best kind of idea. Then it forces you to prepare, to be a little bit more intentional. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so that's and look, I over the last year being a founder now and a consultant, I had the chance to enter one ideation innovation competition myself, actually, a few months ago, and it forced me to think completely differently. Right. It challenged me, and based on some initial questions I had received from the expert judges at this event. Long Island High Technology Incubator, in particular, which took place a few months ago, I had to revisit my own product and company and research more evidence that provided some of the foundation for it. As a result of just participating, right, and competing, and I also had a chance to meet with some amazing competitors there as well. And so that's the kind of comfort zone we like you to kind of escape from. But it's well worth the effort, I can tell you, because I've collaborated with a lot of the previous winners, by the way, Janelle, from previous events. We're working on projects together because I got to know them through this event.
Right.
As well.
That's great to hear.
So all right. So we're live now on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Now's the time to ask questions. Janelle is one of our most active expert judges who provides feedback and encouragement to our competitors previously. She knows the track record of where these competitors have taken their ideas as well. So feel free to ask us for any questions you have about the format. I want to start by sharing with you our current innovation Olympians already that participated in the first Olympic trials in May 26th through June 6th. They had a chance to get to know some of our expert judges already. They presented their ideas for 5 minutes, and here they are. Okay, there are two categories. First of all, concepts or products. Products that are ready for deployment, and concepts that you may have. You do not have to be a well-organized startup or an organization to submit your ideas. All right, concepts. They have to have initiated or significantly modified since October of last year, meaning they have to be recent ideas, right? This is kind of a festival of the most recent, the best concepts and products of the year, if you will. Okay, and so these are some of our leaders that you'll be able to join. And so the goal here of this session today, this promotional session, is to raise the awareness of this opportunity, right? To have more people know about the event and the opportunity to take your concepts and products and give them a voice, and then reiterate them with our judges again and our network. So a little bit more about the ideas here, the concepts or products that have been already submitted. These are our 6 leaders so far. Connor Loy, okay, so he is leading a startup called Romix, and the title of the idea is Accelerating Drug Development with an AI-enabled full-body molecular scan of inflammation. It's in the medtech category. All right, there's medtech innovation track, that is. Okay, so there are 6 innovation tracks: medtech, medical affairs, marketing, drugs, devices, and diagnostics. All right, so it captures these areas across the stage, right, of those the concept or the product stage. All right, we have David Mead from Terra Bioforge as well, who have submitted a concept. He presented it at our Olympic trials. This one relates to immunosuppression drug cyclosporine as well. Okay, overproduction of this product. Brett Quigley from Tarka with a device that's currently available from Canada. Okay, to prevent pressure injuries and replacing outdated foams. Okay, for disabled individuals or many different patients who require customized seating. From Tarka. Gena Nikitin from Norway, from MIFIC, who has proposed a concept and a diagnostic with mitochondrial precision medicine, okay, and drug discovery platform. Chris Adams, Anzor Pharmaceuticals, a concept of fibroblast growth factor 23 to treat chronic kidney disease as well. And to round out this first group of leaders and champions, Archil Jaliashvili with a platform, an AI-powered platform that's designed to detect skin cancers as well. Okay, so this is a product in the medtech category. All right, so Janelle, you were in our Olympic trials in session 1. Session 2 is going to start September 1st through the 12th. So on September 12th at 10 a.m., we're going to have another live session where all of you watching this will have a 5-minute pitch presentation opportunity, and you will see voting as well. Any comments you have on the types of innovation tracks or what you observed already in the Olympic trials?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say how diverse the concepts and the products are. As you can see from what you've just described, they're so diverse, they're so unique. The folks came to the table really prepared with their presentations, and I think everyone did a really nice job presenting their concepts right off the bat. They had some good feedback from the judges already to improve. some of their concepts, and we had some good input and questions for them, so that they could go back to their, to their own drawing board, and maybe improve upon what they already had. So I think that they got some good feedback already. So I think that the real takeaway for me was the diversity of the concepts and the proposals that were put forward. I thought it was really exciting and a unique set of concepts that we saw. So I was really excited about that. And they were really well designed concepts. So it was really exciting to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them have presented at other ceremonies as well, and other events, innovation competitions. I mean, in fact, that's where I had seen them, and I had
Oh,
invited them,
okay.
and so I'm really pleased with just their, just the advances they've made even since then, and maybe as a result of participating in this event, to just keep building their idea and
Right.
their products, their concepts and products, really, as well. So maybe I want to ask you about some ideas where we haven't, some areas where we have not received submissions yet, and maybe this is a good chance to call for those proposals, and that is in marketing, marketing as well as in medical affairs.
Right. I
Right,
was
we
going to
haven't
cover
received
that.
any yet. So yeah, any
Yeah.
comments on these two areas, medical affairs, where you've spent most of your career, right, and
Yeah.
marketing as well. Yeah.
And in the first event that I participated in, we did have medical affairs concepts that were submitted, and they were really unique, and I think that we do need to see some medical affairs or marketing concepts being submitted. There's a lot of great ideas out there that I know are out there, and I think that people shouldn't be shy to submit their concepts, because any idea, any concept that somebody might have around improving medical affairs or marketing would be great to hear about. We would love to hear about your concepts, your ideas, and bring them forward. Let us hear about them. No matter how far along they are, bring them forward. Let us hear about them. It would be great to have them as part of this medical Olympics. It would be great to have them part of this competition.
Yeah. Yeah, we're living in an age where you have to show courage and make your voices heard, and there's so many ways to communicate. This is just one very, Olympic village, a safe atmosphere, where debate is welcomed and encouraged, and feedback is provided in real time, where you can have those ideas, get the exposure that they need, and we
Right.
have very diverse also group of expert judges as well. So yeah, so this is the opportunity we're creating for you. We're partnering. Amade Pharma has sponsored this event since 2022. We're partnering on it with New York Bio this year, NYU affiliated, NYU Langone affiliated innovation incubator for life sciences. What who, in terms of who should compete, all right, Janelle, you mentioned that the ideas do not have to necessarily be mature and for complete, ready for deployment, right? They
Right.
can they can come from students. We're opening this up to anyone who has a particular vision of the future in healthcare, right, and how they can accelerate that future and bring it to reality, right? So if you're a consultant, you work in a healthcare system, you're an intern, you're affiliated with the healthcare system from many different angles. You're open to compete. All right, to compete, register. I'll in the comments you'll see the link where you can register for this event. All right, and in terms of what kinds of concepts or products, we're aiming to advance the access, continuity, and quality of healthcare. All right, this is our theme every year. Okay. Yes, we have a focus that changes, a slogan that changes, and this year the slogan is right is leap this layer the science and leap with defiance. Okay, so because you need to continuously build on the science, and science is moving so fast, and yet the healthcare ecosystem has such high demands that we need to have uh, leaps of innovation, not just small incremental improvements, just because of where a lot of the demands that are increasing. Here again are the 6 innovation tracks for everyone to see once again. Okay, and what are the key dates? Well, we completed the first set of Olympic trials for session 1. Well, we have now about 3 weeks left until early bird registration ends on July 31st. The the event itself takes place October 6th through the 21st. Okay. You will keep 100% intellectual property of your idea. There's a waiver that you will sign. Only one concept or product submission is allowed per competitor. Okay. And here's the format. You have also a chance to receive recognitions, prizes, $5,000 prizes at the end of the event for the best product and concept of the year, right? As well as special recognitions. There are different voting criteria for concepts, okay? From 1 to 10, judges are going to score each one of these 5 different domains, all right? And for products, it's more about the understanding of the solution's relevance to the market, your team, being able to understand where your gaps are, how you're addressing them, right? What your traction has been so far, because if you are submitting a product, you're a little bit at a more advanced stage, right? So the judges want to evaluate, how what that trajectory has been, and how you're really, ready to address the roadmap that you have, the journey that you have ahead of you. Okay, and so as you advance across multiple stages of elimination, you'll have 10-minute presentations once a week. So every single competitor will have 10-minute presentations that they will add to the agenda, invite all the judges who can watch them either live or on demand at their leisure. But then as you advance towards the semifinals, they will be taking place live again, just like Olympic trials, where October 20th, there will be semifinals and then finals on October 21st, where you'll get a chance to present once again your product or concept. And whether or not you win, there are huge networks that you will form, and there are deeper networks in a very unforgettable Olympic kind of atmosphere. Okay. There are going to be different special awards that will recognize the various different attribute qualities of the ideas. Okay. Are you able to foresee some hurdles or some challenges? Is this a lofty idea? How far ahead have you thought about the concept or product? How challenging is it, right? Idea shot put champion. The theme here is track and field, sports related, but nevertheless, you will receive a lot of marketing exposure across different channels, social media as well, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, Instagram as well. So yeah. In terms of the exposure and previous ideas, are there any you would maybe highlight, Janelle, or from an exposure standpoint and networking?
I
What
think
what
one
is
of
the value of this
I
event?
think one of the biggest values is the networking opportunities. You meet so many people and you get to network with so many true innovators and and people that really you would never have the opportunity to meet outside of this event. You know, people who are part of think tanks and people who are part of, you know, I'm blanking on the name, but just real
Other
creative.
innovation competitions,
Yes,
they're
yes.
yeah,
Just
X Prize being one of them, and longevity medicine. John Hemming, our
yes,
competitor last year.
John,
Yeah,
exactly. John, in and of himself, is someone to network with that you don't get an opportunity to meet these people anywhere else, and the way that they can give input to your concept or your idea or just networking for your own career. It's an amazing opportunity for you as an individual to participate in this event. So I would say that networking is one of the biggest opportunities, and it helps you develop your concept more as you network with these people, because they're really here to help you, not to judge you, not just to give you feedback, and it's positive feedback. It's not in a negative way. It's always positive and helpful and supportive feedback. It's not a negative type of feedback or a criticism. It's always positive and uplifting to help you get to a better place with your concept, not to put you down or make you feel as though your concept is bad. It's always positive and uplifting in a way to help you succeed. And I think that's one of the best things about this competition is it's really collaborative and really about helping you get to a better place. And I love that about this competition.
yeah. Janelle, I want to share a little bit of a preview from previous events as well.
Okay.
And I want to start with Bob Beeman, an Olympic legend, our keynote speaker from last year. He at one time held the longest running world record in the long jump in track and field. And to this day, he holds the current Olympic record in that event. And this year, early on this year, I had a chance to present and pitch this event at the JP Morgan conference in San Francisco in January.
Wow.
And I was given 5 minutes to present it. And I wanted to ask for a testimony from some of our previous competitors and speakers, and a written testimony. And he said, "Look, instead of a written testimony, I'm going to actually I'm going to record it."
That's
You know,
awesome.
yeah. And so I want to share his testimony and his take on this event. All right. Just one moment. I want to make sure.
Everyone. This is Bob Beeman, the Olympic gold medalist.
Can you hear it? By the way, I want to make sure that you.
I can hear it, but not see it.
Oh, okay.
Record holder in the long jump since 1968. I was the keynote speaker at Amadeo Farmer's third annual.
How about now?
Innovation Olympics.
No, just hear
it.
Oh, you hear it only. Okay, one moment. One moment. So just one moment here. We'll queue it up. I mean, it is queued up here. Having a few issues here with. Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Bob Beeman, the Olympic gold.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is.
All right. I should be sharing it now. Janelle, if you can tell me.
There you go.
All right. Okay. So here it is.
Hello,
Oops.
hello, everyone. This is Bob Beeman, the Olympic gold medalist and current Olympic record holder in the long jump since 1968. I was a keynote speaker at Amadea Pharma's third annual Medical Affairs Innovation Olympics last year. And when Tim asked me for a quote to be used for his 5-minute pitch, I instead offered him to introduce myself to express how strongly I felt and believed in the power of taking a combination of sports and healthcare to the next dimension, which is demonstrating at Amadea Farm. As I have gotten to know him, it is clear to me that he is not only a fan of sport, but he is deeply respects and understands the value of what being a sports athlete means. And this is why I joined Tim to rally for the support of his company movement, as I always have been around the best competitors from an early age, which helped me succeed and break records in sports. And his event provides healthcare innovators with just that kind of opportunity today's competitive and complex industry requires to compete with the best, be more resilient, and become leaders in their field. Hello, everyone. This is Bob Beeman.
Okay. All right. I hope you were able to hear that after our difficulties there.
Yes, that came through loud and clear.
Okay. And I'm sharing now also just the written testimony from Bart Zoni and Bob Beeman. Janelle, could you confirm that you can see it?
Yes, put it in presentation mode.
Oh, it's not in presentation mode. Okay. How about now?
No, it's still showing up on the side.
Okay. All right. Just one moment. Okay. Yeah. You can see it now, right?
No, it's just you and me on the screen.
No. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Just okay. Well, let's try here. After this, this testimony, I'd like to simply show a few highlights and clips from last year's event, and all right, it should be showing now. Could you confirm?
No.
No, it's not. Okay. All right. So we're having a few issues here, technical difficulties. What I'll do instead is we're going to try to. We're going to show the testimony from a YouTube video here. All right. Just a quick excerpt of a few highlights.
Doing in terms of jumping. So it's not only about you having the ability, but you have to have this inner self. I had no coach to train me when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 until my sophomore year in high school. So it's more inner skill, is the feeling of wanting to progress. I knew somewhere there was end result that I would be very successful. I just had this feeling that I had to continue because I've gotten beaten so much.
All right, that did not work very well. The technical, I'm continuing to have some technical issues here with the software. Uh, oh,
It's okay. It showed at least the format of the the feedback that was being given by Bob. So it showed what the format looked like, and I think that was a good demonstration of what it looked like during the competition.
yeah. Great. Well, I'm going to post the details on how to register. And I'll see you next week. We'll fix these issues. I'll see you next week on Thursday at 12 Eastern Time, if not before then.
Sounds
And
good.
I want to invite everyone together with Janelle. Janelle, yeah, also, please, any final words to invite, just a lot of our.
Please register. Please register, show up. This is a great event. It's a lot of fun, and you can get your concepts reviewed and evaluated. And it doesn't matter where they stand right now, but bring them forward, because if you have any ideas that you've been thinking about or have been trying to push forward within your own organization and haven't gotten anywhere, bring them here and let's review them together. So bring them forward and let's have a look. So I invite you to bring them here and join this group of folks that have already put their concepts forward. So it's a great time.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thanks, Janelle. See you
Thank
soon,
you.
everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.